Leviticus 23 from the Net Bible. Regulations for Israel's appointed times. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, these are the Lord's appointed times which you must proclaim as holy assemblies, my appointed times. The Weekly Sabbath. 6 days work may be done, but on the 7th day there must be a Sabbath of complete rest, a holy assembly. You must not do any work. It is a Sabbath to the Lord in all the places where you live." The festival of Passover and unleavened bread. These are the Lord's appointed times, holy assemblies which you must proclaim at their appointed time. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at twilight, is a Passover offering to the Lord. Then, on the 15th day of the same month, will be the festival of unleavened bread to the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. On the first day, there will be a holy assembly for you. You must not do any regular work. You must present a gift to the Lord for 7 days. And the 7th day is a holy assembly. You must not do any regular work. The presentation of first fruits. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when you enter the land that I am about to give to you, and you gather in its harvest, then you must bring the sheaf of the first portion of your harvest to the priest, and he must wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for your benefit. On the day after the Sabbath, the priest is to wave it. On the day you wave the sheaf, you must also offer a flawless yearling lamb for a burnt offering to the Lord, along with its grain offering, 2/10 of an ephah of choice wheat flour mixed with olive oil as a gift to the Lord, a soothing aroma, and its drink offering, 1/4 of a hin of wine. You must not eat bread, roasted grain, or fresh grain until this very day, until you bring the offering of your God. This is a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all the places where you live." The Festival of Weeks. You must count for yourselves 7 weeks from the day after the Sabbath, from the day you bring the wave offering sheaf. They must be complete weeks. You must count 50 days until the day after the 7th Sabbath. And then you must present a new grain offering to the Lord. From the places where you live, you must bring 2 loaves of bread for a wave offering. They must be made from 2/10 of an ephah of fine wheat flour, baked with yeast, as first fruits to the Lord. Along with the loaves of bread, you must also present 7 flawless yearling lambs, 1 young bull, and 2 rams. They are to be a burnt offering to the Lord, along with their grain offering and drink offerings, a gift of a soothing aroma to the Lord. You must also offer 1 male goat for a sin offering and 2 yearling lambs for a peace offering sacrifice, and the priest is to wave them, the 2 lambs, along with the bread of the firstfruits, as a wave offering before the Lord. They will be holy to the Lord for the priest. On this very day, you must proclaim an assembly. It is to be a holy assembly for you. You must not do any regular work. This is a perpetual statute in all the places where you live throughout your generations. When you gather in the harvest of your land, you must not completely harvest the corner of your field, and you must not gather up the gleanings of your harvest. You must leave them for the poor and the foreigner. I am the Lord your God. The Festival of Horn Blasts. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you must have a complete rest, a memorial announced by loud horn blasts, a holy assembly. You must not do any regular work, but you must present a gift to the Lord. The Day of Atonement. The Lord spoke to Moses, "The 10th day of this 7th month is the Day of Atonement. It is to be a holy assembly for you, and you must humble yourselves and present a gift to the Lord. You must not do any work on this particular day, because it is a day of atonement to make atonement for yourselves before the Lord your God. Indeed, any person who does not behave with humility on this particular day will be cut off from his people. As for any person who does any work on this particular day, I will exterminate that person from the midst of his people. You must not do any work. This is a perpetual statute throughout your generations in all the places where you live. It is a Sabbath of complete rest for you, and you must humble yourselves on the 9th day of the month in the evening. From evening until evening you must observe your Sabbath." The Festival of Booths. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, on the 15th day of this 7th month is the festival of temporary shelters for 7 days to the Lord. On the first day is a holy assembly. You must do no regular work. For 7 days you must present a gift to the Lord. On the 8th day there is to be a holy assembly for you, and you must present a gift to the Lord. It is a solemn assembly day. You must not do any regular work." These are the appointed times of the Lord that you must proclaim as holy assemblies to present a gift to the Lord: burnt offering, grain offering, sacrifice and drink offerings, each day according to its regulation. Besides the Sabbaths of the Lord and all your gifts, votive offerings and freewill offerings which you must give to the Lord. On the 15th day of the 7th month, when you gather in the produce of the land, you must celebrate a pilgrim festival of the Lord for 7 days. On the first day is a complete rest, and on the 8th day is complete rest. On the first day you must take for yourselves branches from majestic trees, palm branches, branches of leafy trees, and willows of the brook, and you must rejoice before the Lord your God for 7 days. You must celebrate it as a pilgrim festival to the Lord for 7 days in the year. This is a perpetual statute throughout your generations. You must celebrate it in the 7th month. You must live in temporary shelters for 7 days. Every native citizen in Israel must live in temporary shelters, so that your future generations may know that I made the Israelites live in temporary shelters when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God." So Moses spoke to the Israelites about the appointed times of the Lord.